Can you beat CoalLLC without moving once? No. Because you can't buy an intern, so it's simply impossible. But the closest to a legitimate challenge that we can get, we start with 500 cash, just enough to buy a single intern. Boo! I know. But listen, the thing is, I do these challenges in pretty much every game where we can. Sadly, in CoalLLC, it's not possible. Meaning, either we don't do it at all, or we say, okay, you know what? We allow one intern, and then we see how it works out. And listen, this is still more than hard enough, because it relies a lot on RNG, and we also can't take any upgrades. Like, the interns are all that we have, and that is it. I decided to play this on the sky map for a very simple reason. If our interns or miners would all just drop down and land on a rough layer that they can't deal with, then they would get stuck on that. However, here they can fly around and maybe go to different resources. Is this really what the map looked like? This looks so broken apart. Okay, how are we doing with the money? We have 32 out of 40 right now. Oh my god, me not being able to go around and do stuff will be really rough. I will not have enough to get another intern. Like, this is straight up impossible. Well, there's a day bonus, right? So we get a second intern. Let's go. So my job here is pretty much to make sure that we do the right things, and it could even be that the senior vice president miners are not the best choice, because these guys over here, like this one is a lot cheaper, but they do AoE attacks. Why do we have 3 miners? Don't question it. This is actually a bug we have seen a couple of times in the past when we played this. I'm actually not sure if you saw that or if this was in a failed attempt where I wanted to go for miners only. So pretty much on the first day I was allowed to walk around and farm up as much as possible, and then all of a sudden some of the miners started to duplicate, and yes, those are actually duplicates. Like, you'll notice they both hit here, but that is just a quirk in the game, and we are allowed to use quirk in the game. Maybe I should have bought the time? No, there's no way. We just tripled our damage output, and pretty much our main job is to just watch these guys while I stand here and do nothing at all. Okay, you know, at the beginning of this I thought this will be a fun video and a cool idea, and now I'm questioning if this is actually something anyone will even enjoy. Do I actually replay the entire game? Just no. But I need them. I know this will be very painful otherwise. Well, that was even worse than the last time. No! This was insane. Today we earned 617, which is better than the last time where we had a successful run, but it's worse than the one where I got a bunch of iron. They managed to break through, but if these guys on the right side don't go over here, I don't think we can break that. There is even a sapphire, which would be amazing to get, but yeah, they are just stuck there. Can you break that? That is 40. And it's not enough, is it? So we buy 2 of the... No, we don't. We go for bonus time, of course. And that looks like a really good start. I wouldn't say perfect, especially if they get stuck over here, but it's very good. Now, one thing we can also consider is there is an entity limit in the game, as in you as a player can determine that before you start a round. And sometimes it may be better to have more entities around, while other times it's more beneficial to clump them up. Like, let's say, for example, we get to a point with 1000 miners, we can set that to 200, and then 5 miners are in each entity that we see walking around. Also, the word entity is a very funny word. Entity. But the point is we can buff up these individual miners that we see walking around just by clumping them up more together, though the lowest value is 50. Oh, no one went for the iron. I love you guys. Please go down. I think they go down. This is why I wanted to play on the sky map, that they don't fall down into the nothingness, and that is working out flawlessly. One big issue that we know though is, these guys love to go to the left and the right side, so they will never go into the higher layers, which sometimes is good, like right now, but later on will be horrible. For this we have to buy the miner whistle, because I think then they just go up until they hit a block, like they search out for one of them. You're on the upgrades, you dingus. Maybe, okay, they get the sapphires. I think that's sapphires. at least. I'm not exactly sure. They're also emeralds, but they'll definitely not get them. You may get the emerald. Okay, you got the emeralds. Perfect. We got 1,664. You know what? That's just double the amount of our miners. Now, let's check this out. Can we go for anything else? No, there's nothing worthwhile. We could technically go for... For what? A poison gun? A chat? Wait a second. So I'm not allowed to move, but this doesn't mean that I can't use something like a chat. Now, the big issue is, I'm not exactly sure what the area is, but that should actually be quite good. But how much do we want to go for? I would say we go for the copper chat and then you. Like, my biggest fear right now is that it won't do that much, and then it's kind of wasted. Well. Low. I'm glad we didn't go for the more expensive one. Like, the only difference is 1 attack damage. And this would only matter if we wouldn't have broken these blocks at all, or if we wanted to go in this area here. There's no way you break that, right? The bombs fly upwards. We can always go for the chats. Okay, but here's the issue. Because we can't get upgrades, we actually can't make it stronger. We can't give it attack rate. So the miners pretty much just clear what the chat can't clear, but now I have a big issue in my mind because I don't know if I should focus on the chat or if I should focus on the miners. Like, both of them are definitely important, they will fulfill different roles. As in, the chat is just a big area clear, and that is the main reason we got so many resources. But if we want to focus something down, then I don't think we can use the chat. Okay, the chat keeps loading this area over here, that's actually a bit annoying. Oh, now I don't know what to do. Because what I can do is, I can put the chat to a different position, then hopefully break all of these and these. Alternatively, we keep him here. Yeah, I would just say the gray blocks will not break, because they are basic blocks here, and they barely look hurt, like just a tiny bit. So instead I will move the chat around in hopes it can get all of the other stuff. Okay, I need you to be a little bit upwards, that all of this here breaks. Oh, that is perfect. Maybe a little bit further down. Do I just go for the chat now? I thought this would be so one-dimensional and easy, as in simple, not easy, that I don't really have to make a lot of decisions, except for maybe resetting a day once we get stuck. But in this case here, now it's already like a lot more complicated. So the next chat that we can go for has 10 damage. Is there a better one? 4,300. We can actually go for 15 damage. Is that better than the, that must be better than the miners, right? There's no way. These kind of suck. They deal 70 damage, but they double up every time we buy them. Okay, let's just give it a shot and see what happens. Like, I can definitely see this working for quite some time, but then we will get into a problematic situation where it's like, we can't get any upgrades, the chat is kind of weak, we invested all into the chat, and we are not able to really upgrade the miners because we're missing thresholds. And if that is a problem, then I honestly don't know what to do. But I would say we just focus on moving the chat around right now. So I will move the chat over here because we don't really care about this stuff. I wonder if I should have just started with the chat. Like, if we lose one day, which we probably will, I think I will have to restart the entire game, and instead of giving us enough money for a miner, I will give us enough money to get the chat, which is cheaper, by the way. Like, we have to spend less money. Okay. Well, that was already it. Like, the chat just cleared out the entire area. I really love that whenever you have like a run that is so dedicated on something odd. And this is definitely something odd. But can I hit over there? No, this is impossible. Okay, we are destroying gray. We are actually destroying gray. Yeah, this is better, I think. Because we need to focus fire gray now. So we definitely want to keep it in one spot. But maybe further down, I think. Yeah, as far down as possible, so it doesn't start too far in here and we hit more with the bombs, I believe. Maybe not, you know. But this is why you gotta try out stuff to understand that, how exactly that works. And sometimes in these videos, we actually end up learning quite some interesting things about the weapons that we are using. And currently, I am partially considering removing this layer here. But I think at this moment, it doesn't make a lot of sense. At first, I was really afraid if we can even make this entire thing happen just with miners. Because you gotta keep in mind the jumps in costs are kind of extreme. But now I have hope. That doesn't mean it will be easy, that doesn't mean I think we'll definitely do it, but I have hope. And hope is sometimes all that you need to do. Okay, let's be honest, no, that doesn't really change a lot, but it makes it a lot more fun. If we increase the day length by 50%, that's cool, but if we could have earned double or triple the amount of money just by buying a chat, then that doesn't really make a lot of sense. So how are we doing if I upgrade? We could go for one with 3000 damage who will just wander off. That is the annoying thing. If they don't work with us, we have a huge problem. So let's take a look at the chat. What is the best chat that we can buy? Oh, 21,400. Okay, we go for more time. We don't remove the layer, but we have to decide on employees. These ones here make no sense, they're way too expensive. We could go for the AoE, which is a little bit slower. The right answer could also be to just spam interns, because once they clump up, they also get bonus range, like AoE as far as I recall, which is pretty much the same thing as this one. Like, you may have seen it in a couple of videos that I had these miners here, and they would just AoE down the entire area, which also means I think we want to make sure that this number is on 50 and they start clumping up. Oh, they have a huge attack speed difference. Okay, so here's a bit of an issue. Mathematically speaking, this one is worse because we need 2,500 gold to get him, like we also have to buy the intern. But the damage output per second for this one is 61.9 and for this one 281. Nice. Like it's a 0.69 somehow. So I would say we just buy as many interns as possible and start stacking them up. Maybe we do see the AoE effect, but they should still double up, right? Yeah, they're all doubled up. Look at this. We always get a pair of two. That is so hilarious. I don't know why they're doing that. Oh wow, that was loud. Yeah, now that we have this large army and in combination with the chat, they will all go up, and on the left side there are no blocks. So we are using the chat to cut them off, that they don't do something silly. And I think the goal is we just want to amass as many of them as possible, and once we can afford it, we will go higher. Oh, but there's the issue in the game. If you have different employees, I recall that, I tested that, they act in a very weird way. Oh, I'm getting a headache already. Let's just see what happens. Man, I wished I could just fly with them, you know, as a ghost buddy, just to see exactly what's going on, but we seem to be fine. We are earning a lot of money, yeah, and we have a huge amount of time today. Our chat has started to destroy all of this over here. Like, keep in mind, these bombs don't really hit in the same spots. Like, the bombs down here, they start stacking up, so it makes sense that we have... Doesn't this look like a person holding out their hands? You know, like upwards, their arms, and holding out their hands, as if they were, like, screaming at the sky? Give me the iron! The iron! With the hard R! The iron! Exactly. You know what? After the entire story that we had with the iron, I will just say iron. Okay? It's now iron! That kind of just reminded me of Elliot from Scrubs, where she goes like, Iss dein verdammtes Schnitzel, sonst gibt's kein Frühstück! Well, that's a very common thing that we say in German. Wait, what? Does she actually say that? Or did I misremember that? No, she says Nachtisch. Nachtisch, not Frühstück. Okay, that was... So Schnitzel, you know, is more like a main meal. It's something amazing and beautiful and totally from Germany and not from anywhere else. And Frühstück is breakfast, okay? So telling someone to eat something you eat for dinner or lunch, to finish that, otherwise you won't get your breakfast, doesn't really make a lot of sense. But Nachtisch is like the stuff that you have after you're done eating, like something sweet. It's dessert. How did I forget that? Okay, how many different things did we get? I didn't expect that. Did we just actually make 31,000 without moving? But this is where it gets really difficult on what to do. I don't think we can afford the chat. No, it was 20,000. Yeah, 21,000. How much is the next one? 64,000, deine Mutter. Okay, 50 damage. I think you were 15. So this is worth it. Now here's the difficult part, because I really want to remove this entire layer. Because then our employees are more combined with each other, you know, when they get stuck in blocks, they just quickly fly up, get stuck there and mine that. instead of spreading out all over the stage, because then they are too weak to break stuff. However, we have our chat, so I think it's more important to make sure that we maximize the earnings, and whenever you remove a layer, they're actually really thin. Currently we have 46 of the interns, so at 50 they start stacking on top of each other, but I'm really concerned that I won't be able to... Wait, did I? Yeah, we got the time already. Whew. Let's go. You get put here. So yeah, I considered removing this, but do you see how thick the gray area is here? Now imagine it was down here, also cut off. This would be so much worse. And to be honest, you know what? We removed this almost instantly. Yeah, it loses us a little bit of time, like maybe 1/20th of the day or so. But it's really not that problematic. Yeah, that is what I wanted to avoid. Because they'll keep on going to the left side. They are really doofuses. And even if they go up now, they are alone. So they don't have enough braking power to really do a lot. And we want them all to work here. Now, yes, for this we can go for the whistle. But you have to keep in mind the whistle costs 25,000, I think. At least I gotta check it out again. But the point is... that is a lot of miners. We can buy 50 miners, more miners than we currently have, instead of buying the whistle. Another issue we will eventually have is that we are only limited to a certain amount of bombs. Okay, but I don't think this will be a problem. This is only a problem if you have a lot of chat raid and you have like 500 chats flying in at once, you know, like there's a full line of them. Half of the day is done, and as you can see, we actually made 18,000. And now I'm kind of happy that they are so split up, because these will get stuck on the blue area. Now, it would be a meme if we figure out we could have broken the blue area, and it would have been better to remove this one to get there faster. You know, with the power of our miners combined, they don't have to travel very far. Yeah, but they are breaking them. There were a lot more blocks here. This is the area that we concentrate on with our bombing, pretty much, like where they overlap. And they start to all break. I would say before we do anything else, we check out if we can upgrade the chat. I don't assume so, because we just did a very big upgrade. Wait, how much was it? Not 20,000, right? That must have been way more, because we have that in coal alone. Yeah, today coal will probably always be the highest, because I can never focus on valuable resources like I usually do. We can go for the amethyst chat. How much? Okay, you know what? Let's do it. And then we will also remove this layer to keep our miners more concentrated. Do I just upgrade them? But now they start stacking, you know, this is the moment when they get really powerful. Or can get really powerful. We could also go for the water over here, but the issue is this just makes the chat stronger. And while that's great, right now the chat is the carry. In the future they will take over as usual in the game. And making something twice as strong that we can't upgrade in the game is not good. Miners can always be upgraded by just buying more of them. And today I need to be really fast, because the miners they spawn left of me here. So I put this down because we want to cut them off, that they all get sent upwards. And for this I actually have to be fast. If I'm a little bit too slow, they will go to the left side here and attach to that. Is this enough? Oh, there's a little bit stuck here. But I think we did it. We cut them entirely off. That is also an important part. You know, like if I now go further down with the layers, that we have the blue one here, I can't cut them off and they will spread out. But now look at them combined in the blue layer. And this is a little bit of a complicated situation, because I really want to move the chat over to mine more of the gray area. But at the same time, I'm thinking I should just keep them here. Yeah, I will just do that. Let's get all of the gray, and then I will move you back below the house here. This is pretty much the marker where we put it. Even though the gray area may not give us a lot of money, like this little bit over here, it's still bonus money. And we need any money that we can get, because in many of these challenges, all looks fine, all looks good, all looks dandy, until you suddenly start losing. And then you're like, well, I need to go back 5 days. So when we look at the top here, yep, you can actually see they start mining out all of that. And I think what I'll do is we will upgrade a miner to the highest level possible. So the super strong miner. And then I will just shift the limit of the miners that we can have above the amount of miners that we currently have. You understand why? Because this way there's no chance something can get messed up by having too many miners. Yes, it takes a little bit longer to spawn them because we have so many bad ones. But if we get 1 at 60,000, I don't think we get that. Okay, but wait, how much do we actually need? Because we don't just need the last upgrade, we also need the ones before that. We need so much money. You know what would be the most ridiculous part about this? If we today manage to beat the game, like the true ending, Then I got further in this run than in my first 2 runs, where I had all of the upgrades available to me. You know, to get all of the things, the chests, the golden weapons, the bonus material and stuff. We managed to get further than that. Even though I was playing the game normally there. And this is a kind of a heavy challenge. But believe it or not, when I started this challenge, I actually didn't have the chat on my mind at all that I can use a weapon. Number one, because you don't think about using weapons when you stand still, because you can't reach stuff. But number two, I started this challenge in the past already once. Like, as I told you, I went for miners once, but I was allowed to walk around. And there the chat didn't exist. 50,000. I mean, that's not bad, but this is what we destroyed of blue. And I was working on this the entire day. Like, I think our chat did almost all of the work, which does make sense. We have invested a ridiculous amount into that, but I think we actually put more money into the miners. Wow. That was an insane day. Yeah, that is 40,000, right? Wait, but isn't that what we put into the chat? 64,000. Okay, that makes sense. No. No. I think the next goal should be that we go for the best miner in the game because they deal so much damage. So I will do that already, that I upgrade them. And I will also make sure that we have more than enough miners when we go to the next day. So 100 entities can be drawn. That means all of them should appear without an issue. I was a little bit too slow, I think. No? Wait. I think it's in time. Come on. No. Don't go to the left side. Don't do it. Where's our biggie? We want to see one with a different head. There he is. Are you doubled up? Please tell me you're doubled up. No, he's not. He's a solo. A solo bolo. Why? Well, I think it's always the first one that you get is a solo. So our next big goal is that we get 2 of the biggies. And I may even have to sell some of the smaller ones to remove them out of the game. I gotta say, my biggest concern was really whether this video can even be exciting or not. And I was scared that it's just boring. It's not even about the performance of the video, but I don't want you to tune into a video and then like 10 minutes in you're like, oh my god, that's so boring, but I already spent 10 minutes on it. So I'll keep on watching for now, but I'm falling asleep. But now this is actually quite exciting. Look at the dude. He's going solo, and I have to sadly zoom out this much, but yeah, he's just destroying all of this stuff. So not even our chat at this point matters that much. I wonder if it's worth it to go more for the chat to AoE clear, or like imagine we had this guy 3 times right now. Do you understand how insane this would be? But I love how the strategy has worked out so well that they stay together. If you go back to... Was that the mortar video? I don't remember what video it was, but they spread out all the time like crazy. And this one here now reached the red layer. He mined this one. Dude, what are you doing, my friend? But you can't get red, right? Does he get red? He just got red. Now, here's the issue. If we focus on the best miners, right? Let's say we can get 2 of them the next day. Let's just pretend it's the case. And we spend all of the money to get them, because we know we'll get 3 out of the deal instead of just 2. And then the 2 just decide to wander off and they fly like over here and then downwards. That was it. We probably... Well, we don't lose the game, right? But we don't get enough money to scale for the future. Are they just drawing pictures? Now it looks like a rat. Here's the ear, there's the nose, here are the hands of it. It's like, hail to the Red Lord, Angus. Yes, good job, Dex. Angus is a very common name for rats. Okay. So, do I actually do that? But if I do this and we can't even buy the next one, then what we'll do is we remove the next layer. And then I will also already upgrade one of them. You are 100,000. Well, did that really matter? I don't think so. We could have bought the next chat upgrade, but I think right now it's way more efficient to get the best miner. Oh no, we can't cut them off anymore. Well, maybe we get lucky. Maybe they don't mess up. We will also take a look at the other miner that we have, the really good one. I mean, he must be one-shotting all of the blocks. It should be fairly simple to identify him. There is one with a purple one, but I think that is the one for 10,000. There he is. Look at the champ. Look at the dude. He swings his pickaxe and everything is just destroyed. I mean, with 200,000 damage, you would kind of expect that, right? Oh no, there's a full connection here. He can actually walk down here. Don't do it. Go up. Go up. Okay, we cut them off. Please tell me that's enough, because there's still a connection over here. Yeah, that's how sophisticated you have to be with them. No. Well, no. But oh, okay, we got the jackpot. We actually got the jackpot. I mean, there's still a chance he walks over here and just goes down, but I think that's very unlikely. You did it. You entered the red area and now you're stuck there. I hope. Yes, you did it. Whenever you see them go up, that is GG. They will not, like, easily go down. The only time they go down is when nothing is above them. And then they look for a block, and the closest one is, like, down right. Like what he did there right now. He went a little bit down because of that, which also means he may go over here. Oh my god, he gets stuck on the upgrade. He can't break that. Yep, he just broke the entire area around it. And that is not the annoying part, because that took up a lot of time. But the good thing is, whenever they get stuck on a really tough block, I'm pretty sure they will mine indefinitely until it breaks. Now the bad thing is, when they get stuck on a really tough block that they can't break, they also get stuck on it forever. Maybe I'm wrong with that, but he just cleared out the entire area for no reason. I'm honestly reconsidering if we even need the whistle. Like, eventually yes, but maybe only once we earn millions, and it doesn't even matter when we buy it, because hey, wow, they are stuck down here, but this is actually perfect for us. I don't even know how we managed to do that. I guess because these guys, they can't break through, so they are all stuck here, but he got lucky and moved up instead of these guys that just moved to the side. And that is the bad case. If he would do that, we would have a problem, because then we earn a lot less than if he goes up here. No way, right? I think we can... I'm not sure. Yeah, we can't. Oh. Now I can upgrade the chat to 500 damage, and you used to be at 150. This may actually help out a lot. This may also do nothing at all. Alternatively, we can go for barbarian. Like, the benefit of this one is he has so much AoE that he just causes all of them to go up, but 20% damage AoE is not a lot. So maybe this guy is better. Sure, it's less AoE, but at least he makes sure the blocks get destroyed, but he's so costly. Okay, you know what? I will go for this guy. Now the issue is our chat does so little damage right now. I will actually sell it to get another one of these barbarians. I will buy the chat again in the future, probably. I'm not convinced, like, fully if I do that or not. But right now we just want to have the miners. And I'm really considering maybe it was better to sell these interns, because while they are cool, they don't really do anything. Like, look at this. They're all working on this block. It's still not broken. It's still not broken. Now it gets broken. And that's probably because of the barbarian and the other guy. Wait. Is the legendary guy doubled up? Yes, look at it. They actually doubled up. And you can actually see how they hit two things at once. Are you actually cutting all of them off? But there's no way. But there's no way you're that organized. No, I refuse to believe that. Wait, they're actually doing it. They're working to cut off the rest. No. Well, okay, they are lost. The other barbarian went here and they were like, we'll help you cut them off. But now they are lost. They are the ones cut off. But look at this. The barbarian is still going over to the left side of them. And, like, pay attention to this, right? The barbarian is the only one. There's no one else doing... Okay, except for these ones. We don't care about that. And this here could have happened to all of them. Well, now that I think about it, these guys can't even break the stuff, so... Hey, he made sure that the strongest ones are there, okay? It matters. Are you guys really gonna be stuck on this again? I guess now they are two together. No! No, 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 no! No! If they just went up, they were free. And now they have to mine the entire thing, because this is always in range. And the issue is, if they don't see any other block, whenever they have to move, because they're too far away from blocks, they will always move to the strongest ones, like a magnet, because, yeah. Please go up, please go up, please. No, 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 don't do this, because, yeah, okay. They are stuck. They are completely stuck. Wait. Okay, we may have a jackpot here, because... This was the closest block to you, you dingus. Go up. Go up. This is exactly what I talked about the other day, but I got so scared because we only have one of them, you know. And this is why I want to have two of them. But sadly, the one that is doubled up is the idiot. And this is why I want to buy two more of them, that we have 3 in total. That when this happens, we don't lose all too much, but now we will lose a lot of money. Okay, they're going up. Maybe they get in here. Okay. You want to go there. It's only a quarter of the day left, but you can do it. This is actually quite a tough block, so it will stay there for a little bit maybe. that it doesn't get one shot, but it pretty much gets one shot. And you get stuck on the next one. Like, how? The good thing is, it's now guaranteed that he stays there. The odds that he goes to the right side are very low. Yeah. But you have to go to the left side, please. That also works. Going up also works. Just go. Don't go to the right side now. Because then he's stuck in this tunnel. Come on. No! Please don't go down. Please don't go down, Henry. What are you doing? Just go up. Just go up. I hate this guy. I will fire this guy. Okay, I can't afford to fire him. But the moment I can, I'll fire him. And what he did is, he barely touched red just to make me happy. Then he went down, mined all of the blue possible, went back up just to, give me hope. And this is why I said, don't believe in hope. It's not worth it. And then he went down again. Meanwhile, this one here is a champ. Sure, he got a little bit of help of the barbarian and it took quite a while to break through. But he mined out all of this. But we made 100,000 just in coal. Almost 100,000 iron. 163,000 in silver. Okay, I didn't expect that, but we just made a ton of money. So we will just make sure this can't happen again. And we will also go for one more barbarian. Okay. Do I just sell all of these guys? That they don't spawn? I mean, we don't have to sell that many. But maybe because it's not that much money, right? 20,000. Okay, that is nothing at all. Yeah, you know what? I will just upgrade a few of them. And the rest is being sold. Good. And the barbarians are now working together with our legendary guys, which are all doubled up. Okay. Please go upwards. Please. No, Henry. Henry, we are not doing this again. We are not doing this again. You right-leaning sausage. This is incredible. Like, you're completely stupid. At least Henry is taking care of Mitchell over here. Because Mitchell is also equally lost as Henry. But at least Henry makes sure Mitchell can't get there. Wait, actually, that's a single miner, right? That was the dude yesterday that managed to go here alone. He followed Henry to show him the way. Oh my god, I can't believe it. They actually did it together. Mitchell, you get a promotion. And you know what the best part is? We always know who Mitchell is. Because he's alone. He has no one. He needs no one. He's a lone wolf. And he's the leader of the pact. That now kind of looks like a cat with a horn. Like a Pokemon, kind of like a shadow Pokemon. Meowth. Maybe. Okay, it gets weirder and weirder. No. No, it kind of looks like a weird snail. Like an alien snail. You know, here like the eyes, it's sideways. Here the eyes, then there's the back with maybe a horn or something. Here's the shell. There's the end. It could also be a Pikachu, actually, but turned by like 45 degrees. So not 90 degrees that you see it from the side, but angled diagonally. We just made 200,000, by the way. We just casually made 200,000 in coal. And we still have 40% of the day left. You know what? I'm not even sure what I'm talking about. It looks like the trash bag of Pokemon. You know the trash Pokemon? They took literal trash and turned it into Pokemon. Here's the entire body. Here's like it has like things at the top there. And here's one arm where it's like, hello, hello. I'm the creative one from the new Pokemons. I think that thing is actually 10 years old. Dude, if it's actually 10 years old, I'm gonna cry. Because for me, that's still a new Pokemon. It's called Garbodor. Okay, it's only 6 years old. Really? Oh, that's in Pokemon Go. Oh no. Oh no. I'm about to feel really old. Okay. It's from 2011. At least here, not in Japan. 2011, that's 15 years ago. We made over 1 million, by the way. That's cool. Really? Am I this old? Ouch. That thing was new for me. Huh. Now I know what you will say. Dex, it's way worse to go for the chat instead of the miners. And you're right. However, there is strategy to this. You know what the strategy is? It's this. It's fun. It entertains me. And seriously though, it cuts off the miners, you know. So it's less likely that they get lost. And this can actually multiply how much we earn if they are not stupid. Because technically speaking, they could infinitely just go along the blue line, and that would be horrible. And this way, we completely cut them off, and I don't feel lonely. But you just had to prove a point, right? You just wanted to make this personal. Like, how? Oh, you're such a dingus. I can't even shoot any further because we want him to actually go here. No, yeah, he's going down. Do you see this beauty that we have created of all of them being together and going... Jimbo, you did it. You just made sure that no one will mine down here. That was maybe a little bit overly ambitious. That wasn't required, but good job. 15 years. That trash Pokemon is 15 years old. 15 years. 3.3 million though. That is amazing, even though we bought the chat and wasted... I mean, invested the money very strategically. How much... You have 600,000 damage. Every second. It's so not worth it compared to miners. This is actually not bad. Should I go for one of them? No, let's go for a few more well, I don't think this can break black. Like, without damage multipliers, it's just way too bad. And the next goal is to break black, so I think we are forced to do this. What this game really needs is that when you click on a miner, like let's say this one here, it shows you how many of them could you buy with your money right now, and then you just buy them. Like, it combines all of the money at once. I would say we go for another water guy. They may not be important, but let's just do it. Day 14. We just need one more day after this, and that was it. Okay, the water is amazing. Holy moly. Maybe we need more of them actually, but the problem is when they split off, they're completely useless. This is fine. This is our barbarian again. What was his name? Jimbo. Yeah, that is Jimbo. Jimbo always does that. He makes sure that no one gets lost. So that's appreciated. But back to the Pokemon topic, I think my favorite addition is either Generation 2. I know that one got a lot of critique from some people, like nowadays in Nuzlocke and stuff, because it's very stale on the second map. Because the Pokemon are like very low level, and kind of all of the gym leaders there have the same level. But you know, as a kid where you just want to play, having 2 entire games in one, in a game that you love, was a jackpot. But the most fun about that was actually the linking. Like when you had 2 Game Boy Colors, and my brother had one, you can put them together, and then you can make a daily exchange of gifts that you can put into your home. And that was an absolute highlight for me. That was like, oh my god, what a high tech. Though I think the most played one that I had was Ruby. That is just a beautiful game, very well designed. It's probably my favorite. It has some weaknesses, but again, for me as a kid, this was just perfect. Though I also gotta say the spin-offs of Pokemon were really amazing, like Pokemon Ranger was so much fun where you spin around a Pokemon to catch them. And Mystery Dungeon, even though it didn't hook me that much, my brother absolutely loved it. And it's actually one of the favorite things nowadays that I watched someone play that again. It was quite a mess, but it is amazing. Okay, so we made 1 million in coal alone. It's definitely about time that we remove the blue layer, because we need them consolidated, and our chat was a nice idea. It's kind of fun to have it flying by, you know, see a little bit more on the screen, but it's time to become serious. Look at the copper, look at the iron, and the silver is also quite good. What happened here? We have 10 million. Okay, so this will be a little bit difficult, but what we'll do is... Do I actually do that? Yeah, I think I will buy 33 of those. We don't even do anything else. Oh. I should do this. And now the rest will just go into the water to make sure that they are with the rest, and these guys, I'll sell them. Okay? Like, not right now. You know what? Right now. It's just so useless. We are pretty much hoping that our Poison and the other guy, they stay with the group, or at least in the center. You know, because this is the thickest area. The worst thing that could happen is that they go off to the sides. Okay, they go off to the sides. Wait, they're in the center. That is good enough, though. There's a double of them going off to the sides, but no one on the left side. Okay, so we have one here, one here. The other ones, maybe they move up. I don't think so. But we have to make sure that we don't remove too many layers. Like, let's say we get stuck on green, right? and black is now the lowest, then they all go into here and they are just stuck. So we have to make sure that they can spread out. Like right now, do you see the spread? If this was one layer down, they got stuck on green, this wouldn't be... You know what, I stopped the chat now, like it's getting annoying. Why is the poison guy over there? Did one of them leave? No, they are still together, right? Wait, there are like 3 or 4 of them together, look at this. That is so many. I know we have like 13 of them, I believe, and we visually only see 4. So each one should have 3 of them, but that is a lot more than 3. There's like 6. Wait, are they entirely doubled? That would be insane. Okay. It's actually so complicated to decide whether I even want to go for the water throwers or not. Again, it's double the damage, but if they're not in the right locations, like over here pretty much, it's no double damage. So we could say they are worth half the value of our other miners, right? Because they help them, so that's quite nice. But I think I'll keep it to a very low amount, that just one of them spawns, or maybe 2 of them. Honestly, one of them is enough. And we just hope it works out. Okay, we may run into the issue that we need the water to break this. Like, looking at these over here. But if we get so much money that we double the amount of them, then we don't even need the water. Okay, you made 1.5 million just in that. So, we finished a normal game. That is beautiful, but this is not the real challenge. Because now the game ramps up very fast, and the question is if we can keep up. 75 million, like not that I want to do it, but holy moly, that is a lot. So we can buy a total of 118 of these, and I will just do it. If we do have leftover, yeah, we don't have it. I would have bought some of these, but I just don't think it matters. Can I change anything? I can go for the miner whistle. It's cheaper than I thought. Why do I still have that? I'm not supposed to have that anymore. Like, it doesn't matter, but I'm not really supposed to have that. Okay, with the remaining money, you know, that no one can say, I don't care about these. Look at this. A total of 9. And this time it was German. So with the miner whistle, we will be able to recall them. For example, if the water guy splits up from the rest, it actually looks like we have 2 of them. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, look at this. The dude is just splitting up. So what we'll allow them to do is, they will mine through into the black layer. Then I will call them all down, which wastes a little bit of time. But at least these guys will be with the rest of the group. Just a little bit further, and there we go. Isn't this beautiful? Okay, why are they both here though? Scheiße. Is that fine? Okay, wait, you're going to the center. Good enough. Well, it's not perfect. You know what, I'll do it again. There we go. Yes. Well, oh, now they're going to the left side. Wait, what? I mean, they're in the dead center of all of them right now, which is perfect. And even if one of them leaves, it's fine. Yeah, this is perfect. Kind of. They're a little bit weird. We spend a quarter of the day, but to make it perfect, to double the speed, that is worth it, right? Yeah, but now they're together. Like right now, I could straight up just have a single one of them and have way more of the other miners. And it would have the same effect. That's why this is kind of ridiculous. But I would say with the miner whistle that I totally didn't forget to finally buy it until now, it's actually really good. Like, we can organize them so much better. And if they start to split up all too much, then we can just do this again. And we hope they stay together. Where are the water guys? There and there, I believe? Or here and here. Like, you have the benefit, I can zoom in again, but I can't do that for myself. So most of these things, I just have to guess where they are or what they are. Okay, how's it looking? Gold this time was the highest. Almost 16 million just in you? The last day we earned 31 million, so doubling that is very respectable. Now, what do we do? Okay, so what I'll do is, I will buy 300 of them. So we will have a little bit of leftover money. We almost double the amount that we have. And then the rest we just put into these. Does this really matter? Do we actually want to combine them? I feel like right now it would be better to spread them out, but I think we will just pay attention to it. You know what, I'll put them into the middle immediately. Oh, that is one way to spread them out. We definitely don't want that, but that would be one way. They're getting to the black layer. Now the question is, do I call them back or are they strong enough to break through this? Because then we would just want them to push infinitely. As in, they removed so much to the sides that if I later call them back, I don't think it will do anything. And we have a very good poison spread. Like, not poison, but water. It's always about water here. Yeah, I think I will just let them do whatever they want to do. I will recall all of them because there's no water in the center and that is horrible. Like a majority of our people are there but no water. So let's hope that this time it works out and they go there together. They may split up to the left side. The water guy are next to each other. Yeah. Wait, but this one is going up. I think that... he just went to the left side, you idiot. That was exactly what I was scared about. Because now we have exactly the same situation. Okay, come on, come on, come on. The water guys are in the middle. Just stay there. Don't get attracted to this block. You don't want to go there. No, 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 no. Okay. Okay. And now just water this. The entire army is up here. Everything is getting watered. Okay, okay. Let's see if they can get green. Yeah, I'll be absolutely honest. I don't think they do anything. Wait, wasn't there a block at the bottom here? They broke it! They broke it! Look at this, how much it shot up! And apparently they also broke amethysts. Wait, they were working on copper! And on silver! And on gold! That is why they were so stuck for so long. Now, to be fair, today we didn't actually double the amount of money that we earned, but we still made a gajillion amount, as you can see. And I think this ratio is okay. We just reached 20 million coal. And yes, I actually left-clicked, okay? But they all just joined the brothers. Okay, 22 million. Yeah, they're definitely breaking it. Now you can see a few of them are missing, but this is not a lot. It's kind of pathetic even. And that was the day. Almost 30 million in coal. Copper, also insane. The sapphires were the highest one. Okay. Not bad. 215 million. So we will remove this layer. I may regret this a lot, by the way. Then we will buy 500. Maybe... No, this is fine. Okay, you know what? 450. And then we will buy 127 of them. Perfect. Stay together. Stay together. Apes together strong. Yeah, okay, about that. Oh, but that looks really cool. Now, you see, orange. Right there. And I think today, I will wait until we reach like 1/4 of the day that is over. And then I will all call them to the center to make sure they are stacked on top of each other. And until then, we just allow them to mine out the area so they don't wander off. Did they just earn 15 million with this alone? Who needs a green layer? Apparently we only needed black. Well, now this really may have been a mistake to remove the layer and make this thinner. Oh no, you guys really have to break this. Like they're way more concentrated. Look at this, right? This is perfect. This is what we wanted. Okay. Can we jump to 70 million, please? Dude, the flashing is so annoying. I honestly don't know what they are doing. They have not been breaking anything. Like, the one jump we saw here, I don't think that was actually from the green layer. Maybe it was. I think that was just leftover black, but maybe not. Because now they pretty much got the same amount again. And then they'll go to 18.7, I believe. Yeah, look at this. Oh my god. So they are doing it. 25 million. Okay, you know what? It was worth it to remove the layer. At first I questioned it a bit, but now that I see the numbers, it was more than worth it. Look at this. And this is how much they managed to do in one singular day. While it doesn't look like a lot, we went to 61 million coal. 152 iron. Holy moly. Wait, what happened there? Okay then. Wait, do you understand that we more than doubled the amount that we earned? Even though yesterday we spent 75 million on the layer removal, so we didn't even get that many more employees. I think that shows how insane that is. And now we can afford 2,000 of them. And we will also buy another 179. And now we call them back all together as a huge ball of miners just flying into the green area. And they already got 14 million from the black area, but this is what we are after. Did they just already break that? But that was already mined quite a bit from before. Never mind, they just start breaking all of that. But holy moly. Now the only goal I have left for myself is that we manage to break into the orange layer, which also means we want to have the layer removal for the black one. And then we will send all of them at day 25 against it. I mean, even better if we can do it before that. But this is my ultimate goal, that we get so many miners to get in there. And I want to remind you, we have 0 minor damage upgrades. We are only doing this the full money route. We are pumping so many miners into one tiny human. But I don't know exactly what is wrong about that sentence, but something feels really wrong. We are on the last 30 seconds right now, and you see that right. We have 210 million just in coal. Like, keep in mind, this is the least valuable resource that exists. And we made 1.4 billion. Okay. But was it you? Did you get me stuck? Okay, that is a ridiculous number. What? Holy moly! But what I can't believe right now is I've been recording for 2.5 hours. I haven't moved once the entire game. Do you understand how hard it is to talk for such a long time about pretty much just like watching the same thing again and again and again every single round? Like, can you understand that? I don't mind talking, you know, I actually quite enjoy it, and storytelling, and I also like, in quotation marks, role-playing, so not the stuff I actually turn into something else in real life, you know, where Dungeons and Dragons, that is not my thing, though I also don't know it, because I've never done it. But I mean, rather mean role-playing, like coming up with small stories, you know, fun little things, like Mitchell, like Jimbo, like Henry, those type of things. Or, for example, when something doesn't work out, that I put a character into the game, like the game becomes a character that is working against me. Which is very fun, because then I start playing a game that I have to prove myself against the game, and that is fun as well. This is really testing my limits. This has been difficult. This has been really difficult to constantly commentate on this stuff that is happening. So usually when you can break these, that is a very good signal that you can go to the next layer. I mean, we just made 1 million in gold alone. But how much money is it? How much did we have before? So before we had 4.4 billion. Yeah, that was a very small increase, but that makes sense. And one thing we'll do for the next day is we will go to 2,000 max employees. Yes, that is a little bit weird, but I want them to spread out as much as possible. The last day was just way too bad. And then we can also go for this amount in the water guys, which I'm not sure if that's really... Goodbye. I'm not sure if that really does a lot, but if I allow them to spread out as much as possible, we need a few more of them, but not too many. Again, because most of the time they actually don't manage to hit the blocks, like that's kind of useless. Oh, there's the big army incoming. Oh, no. Oh, this gets really laggy. Oh god, what just happened? They all just got farted out. You know what? I'll just do a speed up. This was genuinely amazing to see, like an anthill. And I can't wait to see what it looks like sped up, but I think one point is clear. We earned a ridiculous amount of money today. The last day, we earned 6 billion. So hopefully it's more than that. Yeah. Wait, what? We can only double them? Is that really all? So the thing is, we could have bought this, right? But that is most of my money. I don't think that's worth it. And this puts us also into huge perspective, just how much of an impact upgrades have, and also the huge gap between, for example, the bomb miners and these miners here. In the last video with this guy, we played this guy here, we went up by 2 digits in the E values. So in other words, 2 zeros at the end times 100 after each day. Pretty much, you know, later on, like after E12. Which is mental. Here, we went times 2. That is not even 1 0, because a 0 is times 10, 2 zeros is times 100. And times 2 is not that, you know, that's a lot less. But that makes sense. If you even just have 1000 minor damage, which is nothing, and you have 3 times wetness damage, then you actually multiply the damage output by 30 times. In other words, that means each miner that you buy is actually worth 30, which then means you break through the layers faster and you earn a lot more money. Okay, the moment they have this, okay, now, no. I hope this will be enough. I don't know. If they do get distracted, I can't really change a lot because I also can't call them back that many times. Okay, I think they got all of them, right? Yes, okay, so I can call them back and now they go up and they will not get distracted. Nothing here should be too close to them, I hope. We have 3 orange blocks here. Best case, they would work on that. Worst case, they go back here, which I think they'll actually do. And it will be borderline impossible to recognize that. Please water the stuff. Oh my god, the water guys are so useless. Yeah, not all of them are on this. And I don't know if the stuff here got watered, so they have half the damage. That was my concern. Wait, but there's pretty much no green left. There's a little bit over here. But I don't... that should actually break over time. But when this goes up by quite a bit, we know they got orange. Well, but only if it's coal. Scheiße. I forgot about that. Like, if it's not coal, we have no way of knowing. As in, our most damage output is... I swear there was a block. I swear there was a block. There. Right there. Dex, run the replay. Run the replay. There was a block, right? We just did... I think we achieved the goal. And you know what the beautiful part is? I don't think we could have done this yesterday. Because we just doubled the amount of them, so they were half as fast. And this took 3/4 of the day. Yeah, we did it. We also had 3 blocks here, I believe, and now there's only 1 left. But this one I'm not sure anymore because there are 2 up there, but I think there were 3. And once this block is gone, they move up, right? Okay, they don't move up, never mind. But here are the final 20 seconds of the day. Even more blocks got destroyed. Now, looking at my Excel sheet, we had 6 billion... Really? No, wait. 1.51 E plus 10, because I had to type that into Google. And how much did we have today? Was it worth it? Or not? Was it better spreading out? I'm pretty sure it's better spreading out. Because, like, the orange is just way too tough. We can't break that at all. That was too early. Funny enough, we earned less, but we knew that because we were just dedicated about breaking the orange layer. And that was it for today. Feel free to let me know what you think about this video, as it is quite different to the usual CoalLLC videos. And if you enjoyed it, then don't forget to subscribe and give the video a like. See you the next time.